have osteoarthritis.
Uh-huh.
Both my knees are bone on bone and have been for over 20 years probably.
Okay.
And I'm pretty bow-legged, so the inside of my
Gotcha.
knee cartilage, wore out
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And anyway, I don't want to have knee replacements.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. And so
How much swelling is there in the knees?
there's quite a bit. They're pretty swollen.
So I would do a thing where there's a blend called Joint Relief.
Right.
And Joint Relief is like rosemary and like cedar and some pine and juniper and a little bit of ginger. And it's a very old formula. It's actually a several 100-year-old formula, and it's used to treat specifically osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis.
Mhm.
And the goal is to keep blood in the area and to get the blood to move out of the area. And when we have arthritic conditions like this, the blood gets really sluggish in these areas, and there can be a lot of spasms and things that continue to reduce flow. And so I would use that. And instead of, if that's a lane that you want to go down, instead of just buying like the little 5 or 10 ml bottle of it, I would suggest we make it into an ointment, so it's oil based. And in the ointment, I also put in sesame oil that's been that's had a licorice root soaking in it for a while. It's called a maceration. So it's not an essential oil, but it's an herbal like extract. And the thing with the licorice root is it also has a bit of a steroid effect on the area. And it can help reduce the inflammation, can help reduce the pain. So that combination works very good. Then I would say, a liniment or just the straight essential oil of German chamomile. German chamomile will be anti-inflammatory. It will help to disperse the fluid that's accumulated in that area. And it has like a bit of a cleanup effect of like the metabolic waste and things that comes from the inflammation in that area.
Yeah.
And then, so I would do those two things. And then I would put probably like 2 or 3 drops of Sylvester pine on the wrist.
Okay.
And the thing with Sylvester pine is that it helps elevate the production of cortisone in the body, which will again reduce inflammation and will reduce some of the pain. And we could keep going down the rabbit hole and easing some of the pain, but I would say those 3 things right there are very immediate to reducing the symptoms that go with bone on bone situations. So sometimes I do have people also use galbanum just to help reduce pain and the tension in the body from the pain. But I would say Joint Relief, some German chamomile, and Sylvester pine, those would be my very first go-to things for that condition.
Okay, great. Yeah, a doctor told me recently that on the x-rays he saw a lot of calcium deposits.
Yeah.
Kind of above my knee. So is that the kind of thing that the lovage leaf would?
Well, the lovage would help, the Arthrocare would help. And if it's just kind of deposits, sometimes the lovage will help flush that out. If it's calcium deposits, they're kind of like these little like pointy things that will dig into the tissue. The lovage will help like unhook the calcium deposits in that area and slow down the production of the calcium. Like it will keep flushing some of the calcium deposits out. It might not break down the old calcium deposits if they've really calcified, but it will unhook the tissue from it and prevent more stuff from settling in that area.
Okay. Well, that's great. I have some joint relief ointment from a class about a year ago. And
Oh,
so
perfect. Yeah,
I'll finish
start
that,
slapping that on there. Yeah, yeah,
finish
yeah,
that up, order some more. And
yeah.
let's see, yeah, German chamomile and Sylvester pine. And and then as far as breaking the calcium, the
Either
leverage.
Lovage or Arthrocare, either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Arthrocare has got a bunch of Lovage with a few other things in it. So either way, you're kind of doing something very
okay.
similar. Yeah,
And those would just be topical.
yeah,
The-
topical. Yeah,
Yeah.
just topical. Yeah.
Okay, great. I will do that. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Keep us posted.